Since we last sat down, what has changed, you say, in you?
Everything has been really great. That actually interview really helped me to kind of like figure out a lot of things about myself, and it kind of somehow felt like therapy to me for the first time actually. So I just want to say it helped somehow, and I'm still searching for more answers, and definitely never been in a therapy or anything like that. People tells me that I should be doing that since I'm doing acting right now, and then as a method actor, and it really do help a lot to be doing that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. So
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah. I agree. You know, therapy really does help people and stuff like that. It really helps you get through things that you never thought that you had, far as trauma and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you thinking about seeking therapy.
thank you.
How have you healed in ways you didn't expect?
By talking about a lot of things that I somewhat forgot about it, or something that I've been holding on into myself that I never talk about. So it really did help for me to really kind of like just like bringing that back and trying to work on it. So I need to just really learn how to be able to work on how I can apply that in my life today. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What did people misunderstand about your story last time? If you had any people that misunderstood it.
Misunderstanding. I didn't really talk about the whole entire thing because I'm afraid to talk about some certain things, some certain sensitive part where I didn't want to like hurt my family, or just by I just felt like I wasn't ready at that moment. So, but this time I kind of felt like it needs to be out there. So maybe it will help some people out there to kind of like who's struggling to who's struggling in a way where kind of like when it comes to feeling the same way as I do. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I remember in the last interview, you talked about your grandmother and stuff when she passed, and you was kind of feeling suicidal a bit. You wanted to jump, but something couldn't let you. So going back to that, you faced that moment right in life that could have ended. Did you have any other experiences like that?
Yes, I did actually, but not just by really trying to harm myself in a way, but then I was actually harming myself in a way, right? I think around that moment is about me getting into heartbreak.
Yeah,
I lost someone who's very dear to me. Not in that situation, but kind of like I broke it off with
yeah,
her in a way. And at the same time, actually, I was going through some financial situation, and also like I dislocated my right shoulder at that moment.
oh wow,
And I was supposed to perform on a bachata festival at that moment, but I couldn't really use my arm, and my team was like kind of like expecting me to show something, you know, amazing. But there's a move that I've always wanted to do, that I always do actually, but I couldn't really do it because of my shoulder. So I was beating myself up at that moment. So I went into Sunset Hill. Um, there is an ocean there that is kind of like not everyone kind of like see where it is. So I kind of like climbed down, and there was a little tunnel of rocks in there, like all the way through the oceans. But like the wave was like really really high,
yeah,
and at the time I was kind of like in a moment where like I need to be with myself, and nature is the only way for me to feel somewhat relieved with all my negative feelings that I was going through at that moment. So when the wave was really really high and everything, I didn't think about like what could happen to me at that time. So at that moment I was like, okay, everything hurts, everything's so painful. I felt like numb, and I wanted to see what it would look like if I actually tried to battle life in a way where like I'm trying to survive with it, right? So I was doing some calisthenic at the moment. I still couldn't do it, but I pushed and I pushed and I tried. And then after that, when the wave was kind of like really, really, really high, like I don't know, for some reason I don't know if I was being stupid or I wasn't thinking at the moment, but I talked to God at that moment. I'm like, I am in so much pain right now. I wanted to be able to test it out if I will be able to handle this wave right now, right? So at the same time, I didn't think about her harming myself or anything, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to feel that kind of fear because I wasn't like feeling really well mentally. So I did jump and I was like swim, and then somehow the wave like kind of like pushed me down, and
Really?
then it kind of like moved underwater, and then so my body literally just like keep on spinning around, and I couldn't breathe. And at that moment, every time I'm trying to go back to the rock, like I couldn't go back, and then
Dang.
the wave would pull me back even farther and farther, and I was so scared, and I was like, God, just let me live. Like I don't want to die yet. And at that time and at that moment, I felt like in some way when we are going through so many things in life, mentally struggle, depression. I don't really believe that depression is real, but it's something that you feel. You don't think, but when the time happens where you are in a moment where like you want to survive, something clicked to your head that you actually don't want to die.
Yeah. Man.
And I keep on talking to God, like, please, God, like, help me, let me live. Like, I wanted to do more. I wanted to show more, right? I know that I have a purpose in my life that I can still fulfill and teach to people. So somehow, me fighting over and over and been trying, but I couldn't get into the stone. Somehow, I managed to fight it out and just trying to like beat what was happening to me at that moment. But it was so scary.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was really gonna die at that moment. So
Wow.
somehow he led me back,
Yeah.
and I learned my lesson at that time.
Man. So
So
so since when you learned your lesson and you came back, how did surviving change you from that experience?
surviving, I just know that when you're going through some type of depression or feeling alone in a way, you actually need to feel that to start moving, to start changing your life. Or sometimes like if it doesn't work or with some people that you wanna be with, you cannot really force people to be with you if you can't. So sometimes like the pain must go on as you should use that as a fantastic motivation in order for you to keep on trying to uh, to achieve something, or it's a fantastic motivation to be able to use that kind of pain,
Yeah. Man,
and I
thank
can show that to people that it's never too late. There's so many things out there in the world where it's beautiful. Nature, the sea, the ocean is probably the best way to really heal yourself in a way where like you can reflect a lot from all the things that you have done right or wrong. You know.
Man, thank you for that. That must have shift your purpose in life, right?
Yes, yes.
So how did it shift your purpose?
I wanted to be an inspiration. I wanted to still be able to show that I have more to give and to show, and that I have more purpose to be able to keep on going. So yeah.
Yeah. Man, yeah, that's great. So moving on, I know you said you were talking about drugs and stuff like that, right?
Yes, sir.
So after that, so after the your you realize your purpose and stuff. did you get into drugs then? Like, when did you start to get into the drugs and stuff, or was it before?
I think drugs. It's something that this is a one really word that I can say right now that is very very important for the young kids or the young people out there.
Yeah.
Or people who even try to do anything stupid. You are who you hang out with. When you're young and naive and you still want to experience things, it's okay to experience things, but never overdo it and never over just don't do it more than once. You are who you hang out with. If you are young and you want to be a billionaire and you want to be smart, you need to hang out with people that are smarter, stronger, and better than you. But if you want to be stupid and get your life involved with so many bad things, then when you hang out with some people that are like that, technically, in my age right now, I have seen it all. I become who I am because of all the people I surrounded myself with. They are not necessarily bad people, but they make the same bad decision. So I made the same bad decision or good decision. So in the end of the day, if you want to live your life in a good way, you need to really look at the people that you are inspired by, and you want to be able to be around with those kind of people if you want to succeed in life. Which is I now realize that at this age of mine.
Got you. All right. So, going back to that scenario. So, when you were caught up in that life, how were you numbing the pain? Like, because obviously, was you doing it because you were going through things, or you were doing it because you was hanging with the people you were with, far as like with drugs and stuff?
I didn't really think about it at that moment. I was in a music festival with my friends, and I was introduced to Molly and some type of ecstasy, actually.
Okay.
I tried it once or twice, with weeds also. They felt good. I'm not gonna lie. It felt amazing. It felt like something really, really is making you feel in a way where like it's so much happiness, right? And I didn't just do it twice. Maybe I've done it like I don't know, but I didn't maybe quite some time, like maybe 15 times or more. But there's something that I felt at the moment that our human body is a fool. But if you use all those happiness, what would happen in your mind and your feelings? You're left with sadness, feeling bad about yourself, feeling so many negative things because you took it out all the happiness in your mind. So one time I had a really good best friend at that moment. Like we go out to all these raves and all that. I really care about him. He helped me out through everything. I can say that he is the reason why I am here where I am today, and I'm still trying to reach for more. Like we did so many things. We enjoy life and all that, but something that I learned that when you kind of like overdo it, you kind of go into the insane mode where like you kind of like lose it. There's a time when I kind of like pull my hair. I'm like, what's going on? I'm so angry. I'm so mad, and I'm just really, really negative about everything. And I was in the house with a lot of my friends. Like some of my friends bought some drugs at that moment. So that's when the drugs kind of like heat it up even more and more. That it get into the Molly to more crazier drugs in a way. Something like went really really bad when like one of my friends got into like more drugs and drinks and then pulled out a gun. Went in a neighborhood like show it, and then one of my friends who got into like kind of like he had some trauma back in the past, like tried to grab the gun, and then the neighborhood like called the cops, And then instead of the cops came, it was a SWAT that came. So maybe like 10 of them came in and tried to like point all the guns out of like maybe like we're five of them, five of us or six at that moment, I believe. But at that moment, I realized like, holy cow, this is not okay anymore.
Yeah.
And so after what happened, we moved into another house. Uh, they still doing it and all that stuff, right? And I had a girlfriend at the moment, which is my very first girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And I remember that everybody are doing it, but I don't want to do it anymore. But they
Okay.
put drugs into my drinks,
Oh, okay.
and they thought it was funny.
Mm.
But they didn't know that they actually hurt me pretty bad at that moment.
Mm.
So I drank it, and I kind of felt it, right?
Wow.
But some of the people in the house kind of like calmed me down, like, because I
Yeah.
was really upset.
Mm-hmm.
And at that moment, that's when I realized I don't want my girlfriend at that time to live a life like that.
Wow.
And I don't want her to be affected with any of this kind of community or people.
Right.
Like even though I care about them or I really just have so much care for them because they're my good friends, I don't want my girl to be in that situation where because she's a good woman, and I don't want her to be in that kind of community.
Yeah.
So I had to move out, and I learned how to be on my own. And yep, I got a call one day. I lost my best friend because of drugs. I think that at that moment it was during pandemic 2020. I got a call from one of my friends, and it was like, "Oh, they didn't want to say what was the actually things that happened, but he was pretty big in drugs. But he was my best friend
Yeah.
for 4 years, and he's the one who took me in here in the United States, right?
Oh.
But I really, really care about this person, and I thought of him as like my best friend and my brother, because he's the only one who supported me at that moment with my dreams. And losing him, I kind of realized that I don't want nobody to die over drugs again. I have separated myself to many people because of when they do drugs, and I try to talk to them out of it. They don't want to listen. So it's either I give them a lot of lecture from it because you can actually die if you are not aware of, and if you are not in the right way, where like you took a wrong drugs and you can lose your life.
Yeah.
I have lost 3 people over it,
Yeah.
and even the person that I really care the most, I have lost 2. The other 2, it was my good friend, but losing your actually best friend that you believed for almost 4 years
Yeah.
because of drugs. I don't want to go into the detail with
Right.
it because the family don't want to talk about what exactly happened.
Right.
But he was a big part of that. And I don't encourage anybody to get involved with drugs at all,
Yeah.
ecstasy or whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I really value like my life and people's life. And please stay away from drugs because it's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Know the drugs. Yeah. So basically, that was basically your turning point then from everything from the drug life then. So
Yes,
due to all that,
it's pretty heavy.
yeah.
And I just want people to know that it's okay to have fun, but have fun in a safe way.
Yeah.
And be around with people that you know that you can actually trust,
Yeah.
and you know that they will take care of you.
Yeah. Most definitely. Thank you for that. So looking back, right, on all that, right, because we talked about your childhood in the last interview. It says, how did your childhood shape the man you are now too during that time? So from all the things you went through, from coming from the Philippines to America, to the drug life, to the things like that. So, like I said, how did that shape you now to the man you are becoming now?
So many lessons from it. I am the man who I am today because I have experienced many things in life. But I really hate drugs. I really do. And I'm not saying that it's just I experience it. It's good, but it's just I don't recommend to some people that just they are not healthy because that's one way to actually lose your life easily. And if you're not strong enough mentally, it's an addiction.
Yeah.
You can really just be addicted to it, and it's either you hurt other people because you pass around drugs, you are gonna and harm yourself in a way where like you can be so depressed and take your own thing. And I don't want that to happen to anybody. And like I said, you are who you hang out with. That they are not necessarily bad people, but if you know that it can be bad for you, you must stay away from it. And sometimes when you actually leave and your friends don't realize that you left, maybe they realize that when they lost you, they learned that they shouldn't be doing it.
Man, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So now, as far as like your identity and redemption, right? During your life right now, from the past and what you learned it now, right? Are there any things in your life that you had to unlearn?
What does unlearn means actually again?
So unlearning basically means it's like bad habits, right? Like you said, doing drugs and stuff. Like you probably would thought that was the normal thing to hang out, to do drugs, or
Back
to
in the day, yes.
yeah.
Because I
So
was
now,
young.
right. So now basically, you kind of already saying that drugs is not good. So basically, you unlearned those habits. That's what basically unlearning means. Basically, doing something that you used to do that wasn't beneficial to your life, or beneficial to your life, or healthy for your life. That now you say, hey, I got to stop doing these things.
Yeah. I think everybody are different.
Uh huh.
I have a problem with addiction.
Okay.
I can enjoy something and I can be really addicted to it. But one thing that I can really, really say is that if you're gonna be addicted to something, you gotta be addicted to something good for you.
Yeah.
It can be education, it can be fitness. Fitness really heals your mental health, nature-wise. That's what I do. Martial arts it play a big part of my life right now, and I turn my community into something that are better. I'm not saying better people, but like better community in a way where it's teaching you to actually heal your mind and your body. Like martial arts, gym, calisthenic, dancing, especially. Dancing for me is everything because when I feel down or I feel like everything is just going bad, I use all these good things for me to be able to not just show to people that every negative feeling we have, depression, what you call it, there's always a way. God has given us a gift, which is your talent. Even
Right.
though you don't have any talent, eventually, if you just learn something, you will feel that you are actually passionate and be good at something.
Right.
And dancing to me is everything. It heals my mind and my soul with nature, dancing into that or martial arts. So I'm grateful for that. So one thing about the question, one thing I can say is that don't go the other way of what I experienced. Go to the way with the words that I just said just now, which is turn yourself into something good for you. Turn your addiction into something really really good for you. Gym is the number one thing for most people, but for me, dancing and martial arts is my main source of happiness and how I work with my sadness and my sorrow and my negative feelings and nature. Number one, and God first, of course.
Most definitely. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you. So now, who are you becoming now? Who are you becoming now?
I can say that I'm a lot more wiser.
Okay.
I am a lot more aware. I am a lot more smart on my decision. I can technically meet a person, hang out with them. If they make me feel some type of way where like they cannot be good for myself, if there's no connection in a way where like I can be there for them, and throughout the things that they need, help. But when it comes to like feeling, I am very, very aware of how I invest my energy into people that I know that can be good or bad for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I have only so much in me that I only surround and spend my time with people that are better, stronger, and smarter, and more amazing, and just overall like good for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mentors especially.
Yeah.
I learned that being around with your mentors, not only they inspire you to become who you are. When you feel lazy and you cannot move, your mentor will always tell you like, if at my age I can still do this, you have no reason for you to stop and be lazy in your bed, which is my coach Disa right now. Shout out to him. He's my main role model.
Yeah.
2 hips replacement. He's still moving. He's still buff. He's still ripped. He's still crazy at martial arts. And his story inspired me to keep on moving, and throughout films, martial arts, and many more. So he's a big inspiration for many people. And I wanted to just be like him one
Most
day.
definitely. Man, shout out to you, D Sal, man. Shout out to you for real.
Yeah.
So now you're saying that, what does strength mean to you?
What is the strength means to me?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Strength means to me is something that you earn,
Okay.
actually. Strength is something that you earn. Why? Because you are weak in the beginning, you know. You will only feel strength when you feel like you have gone through so many pain or struggle or obstacle in life that you had nothing to embrace but pain, and eventually that pain will turn into strength, because pain for you is a fantastic motivation for you to keep moving. And people mistaken pain into many bad things. It's not a bad thing. You must feel pain. It's a must. Why? Because if you don't feel pain, you cannot move into this life. You will feel comfortable. And being comfortable is a bad thing, like you need to be able to be uncomfortable in order for you to feel that strength. Because being uncomfortable is a fantastic thing for you to keep on moving. And you have to go through that ups and downs, because it will test you. God will test you. How strong you are, how much more can you give, and how much strength can you hold on to. You must be able to be around with people that will lead you into that, and search for people that going to be good for you when it comes to that.
Thank you. And our last question for this one, it says, what version of yourself you are most proud of?
I think that I have a really dream when I was young to be in television one day, and to be in theater one day, because I really like movies a lot. And movies to me is everything. And that I have seen myself in theater once, and I think I had fulfilled my dreams in a way. And I am very proud of myself for just knowing that I am not enough. But you need to realize that you are actually enough. Because if you don't, then everybody can hurt you. And that when I've seen how struggle I have experienced, and that I'm able to bring myself in theater, I've seen myself in TV somehow. Being able to work with some amazing actors, made you know won awards in the films that I've done, and you know, I was always been hard on my career, my acting, and all this stuff. But winning, best actor in Eastern Europe Film Festival, and now it's gonna be in. We had won 3 awards this the 28th, and we're going to LA Star Film Festival Inversion, which is my recent short film.
Yes.
Because of relationship heartbreak, and I'm not trying to be like sexist, but like it's something a lot of men can relate, and that film, it reached some awards, but some people to appreciate it, and we won best acting duo for that, best choreography and best action film.
Oh man, congrats,
Many
bro.
more.
Congrats. Moving on that relationships, right?
Here we go.
Speaking on this, since you said about it, it says, well, not says, but how has your past shaped the way you show up in relationships?
Man. I have many times that I've experienced many things, heartbreak or good and bad. I've been friends on my whole life. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of female friends, but they never see me as the man they want to. Some of them they told me like they did in the beginning, but I didn't do anything about it until I met my first girlfriend actually. So I made a move, of course.
Okay.
And things happens, and it was good. We were in a relationship for 3 years, but something that shifted into me is that it was so easy for me to trust.
Okay.
So pain and suffering happens from that actually relationship because she had slept with my best friend in the same house that I was living into. And my best friend actually lives with me, and he's the one that made me leave on this house. So that whole 3 years, it never really erased my mind what she did at that moment.
Wow.
So I'm happy for her. She's pretty much happy with her new man now and all that stuff. But that really destroyed me.
Yeah.
When it comes to like trusting. Not just I lost one person, I lost 2 people at the moment. My best friend still reach out to me, text me still until this day, still asking for forgiveness. And I told him that I forgive you, but I will never forget what happened and what you have done, and what the cause of the trauma that you have shown me. So I lost that person, and I thought I will never find another person, and I met my manager.
Okay.
That person took care of me. The trauma happens because she didn't want nothing to do emotionally and romantically with me. So learning that trauma from her, I pass it to another person.
Okay.
So I become avoidant after that. And I met another avoidant, which is more avoidant than me. And that person I wanted to marry. She was young. That's the only time I can say that I was actually really in love, right? I fell in love. I have given everything. I have shown. Love to me is something I stopped saying it because of that experience. She was the reason why I stopped saying it. But I'm not blaming her. I blame myself because I learned that love is something that you show, you're able to give when you cannot give anything, which is a part of your. If you have food and you're only gonna eat that and you're giving it to somebody because you love her, that's what love is to me. Action, effort, being there with that person when times are hard, even though they don't want you, right? And I learned that love is something most people say all the time. I not comparing myself to other people, but I stopped saying that word at that moment to my family, to my friends, to anyone I met, to anyone I've been with. And so here I am. I am still that kind of person. I met somebody, and that person is always been there, showing more, giving more, showing me what I did with that woman that I lost. And I am really hard on her because I learned to be avoidant, right? Because of all the past trauma that
Yeah.
I stopped learning how to say love and how to express love,
Right.
how to be romantic.
Right.
I have taken out all of that because of the pain that I have experienced. But the person that I met at that moment, after the person that I wanted to marry that I talked to you about, she showed me all that. She pretty much showing me, you know, the person who I was. And, you know, here and there, you would lose people, you will meet people, and then you get into a relationship, you get into like dating part, or for me, I don't really know what date is, to be honest. I think it's more like being with the person, hanging out, getting to know the person, if you can actually be with them or not. But if the person is not showing anything to you, I felt and I learned to just walk away from it. And no matter how much you give, no matter how much you show, no matter how much action or effort you show, if the person doesn't show anything back, you must pull yourself in a situation, because you're only hurting yourself in a way where like it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
And sometimes love is easily said from a lot of people, which is you shouldn't be saying it. You should only say it when it's like very, very important, and it's something real. Because eventually, I believe that love only happens when the person is going to be there through thick and thin, when you're near life and death, when you have nothing to give, when you lost everything, when your family had left you. Pretty much, if you become a bum, and if the person is still see you from who you are, and is still want to be with you, no matter how much you don't say it, or you don't show it, or you don't try to give that love to the person, that person is a diamond. And I believe that that person who would show that to you is someone that you should be giving that love that you lost. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense, but love is something unconditional, that when two people are willing to give when they have nothing to give,
Yeah.
and when two people are being able to be able to really just be there with each
Yeah.
other, like when you have nothing, through good and bad. And I believe as a man, you know, we provide and we protect. But if you cannot give that, somehow, sometimes, it depends on the woman, they will leave us for someone better. So what happens is, if they're always looking for someone better, then you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
You become better. You
Right.
become that good man that they're looking for.
Yeah.
I think dating nowadays in 2026 is a problem, because it's always about what can you give me and what can I give you.
Right.
It's like, you know, they call it like being a fuckboy or being a feminist.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
Gotcha.
a lot of women nowadays, it's like they're become a lot more stronger, because most men don't have the ability to be stronger within themselves. So pretty much they're dating themselves. Of course, they're gonna be strong and independent and all that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're not, if you want to achieve something, if you want to succeed with your career, you must find a woman that will accept you for your struggle or whatever you have right now. If not, then you shouldn't be dating at all, because in the end of the day, you will always fall into the path where you will feel so insecure that you're gonna lose focus with the dreams and career that you want to achieve, because you're always gonna give so much to a woman that it's not gonna give you anything,
Yeah.
because you don't have anything to give or to show.
Yeah.
I don't believe in 50-50. I believe that if a woman show in dates that they just offer, they pull out their cards, that's a big thing to me, because it's something that they make you feel like they actually care for you.
Yeah.
But if they're always wanting you to pay for everything all the time, once or twice is good. But if all the time and they know your struggle and your situation and you must do this for me, you must do that, bro, don't be dating in 2026. You're not only gonna struggle, you're gonna lose everything. You must stick to your path and your career and your goals, because in the end of the day, no matter how much who you date, if you don't find that woman who will stick with you through thick and thin, bro, you gotta run away, man. They will always leave you for someone better, because you are not there yet.
Yeah.
And how can you not be insecure is by trying to achieve your goals and try to be better and the best version that they're looking for about you.
Man,
So if
appreciate
you find that woman, man, never leave that woman. That's a gold.
Yeah.
That's a diamond, which is rare.
Right.
Probably 10% out of the 100%. And they are really, really just rare. How many success story you met that any of these career driven, or any of the successful men that have met a woman who stick by themselves when they were broke?
Yeah.
Only a few.
Yeah.
And those type of women, it's hard to find.
Yeah.
But if you find them, never let them go and stick to it.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that on your love. Going back to it, yeah. Going to this now. Now you, like I said, you in acting in your purpose, right?
Yes, sir.
So it says, yeah. Why did you choose acting?
Oh, man. Okay. Kind of heavy. Back to the point where about the drugs stuff that I talk about when I lost my best friend.
Yeah.
I don't consider acting to be as a career at all.
Okay.
It actually led me into that, right? I have done, so I think you can dance. I tried to be a professional dancer, it didn't work. I got into martial arts. I tried to be a professional martial MMA fighter, it didn't work. And I found out that I can do a little bit of something, not to brag about it. And my best friend always made me realize you can be more. You can do more than what you already have right now. You can show to people and inspire people that there's so many ways for people to feel good and be more just be more, right? And I lost him at that moment. It was very, very hard for me. And I told myself that the only person that had supported me. There's many people that support me. Don't get me wrong, but he probably is the main person who were there through my struggle, like what we talk about, struggle and all that stuff. And I lost him throughout that point. So I met Max, which is I saw his documentary.
Yeah.
And that's when I met Rodrigo. And that's what led me into try to talk to him and be an actor. And I didn't know I want to be an actor, until I made a short film. And that short film made an award in the Paris Film Festival as best action. And sometimes when you felt like you have nothing to give anymore and you don't know where you want to be at, you don't have to always look for it.
Yeah.
I think God or the universe and the destiny will lead you into that. If so many doors have closed through you, maybe something that you want, maybe something that you want to achieve, and it didn't work for you, sometimes it has to happen because it's going to lead you to something better.
Yeah.
So for me, acting, why acting? Because acting to me is giving me the power and opportunity to show that I can show my bad part, my good part, my soft side, my everything, you know?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be judged because people will see that I'm acting. The dark side of me, the bad side of me, the good side of me, and the drama side of me. And I felt like I wanted to learn more about acting, and I'm slowly learning. And even though I can do a little bit of better than what I did yesterday, I just want to improve. And I want to inspire people to do the same because it is possible to, for you to achieve the dream that you want to, because it's just possible if you actually try and you jump and you just. Many people are afraid to pursue their dream
Yeah.
because they're so they're so content on having a regular life.
Right.
But sometimes if you actually have a dream and passion, you must stick to it. It don't matter if all your friends become successful and millionaires or they have a wife or children already and you still don't. When you believe on something and you try something, it will happen. And I can be a big part of that. And I can be when I was able to show that it's possible, that you can be in a theater, you know, you can show your big face in a cinema. I want it to be that, you know, I was one example that your dream do come true. That's what I said on my interview at that moment, that film will be forever, but
Yeah.
our life will be temporary. And one day we will die, which is we all die. You never know, tomorrow,
Right.
the next day. But the legacy that you give, that you have left in this world, is gonna be forever, which is film. Because people will always watch that your grandchild, your cousin, your brother, your sister, all these things, you will be remembered.
Thank you. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Man, that was great, bro. That was great. Few more questions I got, right?
Yes.
Far as acting, right? Have you ever wanted to quit?
Oh my God, bro. You have no idea. All right, for all the actors out there, which is including me, I'm still no far from anywhere. But I can say that I was able to go a little bit farther and be able to achieve something. And as far as my career, you know, I'm still working for independent film. But 4 years of not making money, man. Like you, I can say acting in this industry is hard and it's brutal. And if you're not really ready for it, you will feel heartbroken and empty and alone and lonely. But you must go through that. Yeah, 10% of only actor make it in this industry, and most people quit. Why? Because it never works. It never works, but it does work. Why does it work? Because you don't stop, you don't quit, you keep on going. You know, so many times I wanted to quit because financial situation. If this is really for me, I think the main part for me to really quit was when the person that I talked to you about earlier, that I only love, when I said that word, she told me that when I'm being vulnerable at the moment, that you are just acting. When I'm talking to her about how much I feel, like when the time when you're feeling vulnerable and being real, and then somebody just tell you that you're just a clown, you will feel like you're just a clown. That you, everything that you said, it was just not real. And I question myself a lot, right? Does this what people think about me? Does my friends think about this to me? That I can just always act? That I can, once I learn how to be an actor, I can have the power to manipulate people, right? And no wonder why you believe and you see how many actors wanting to be alone and don't want to be around with people. because of that situation when people mistreated them as someone that you can't be real around actors. You cannot trust actors, this and that. Once you hurt somebody who's an actor, people automatically say, oh, you're dating him, he's an actor, right? All this question happens to me, and I felt like, is this really for me? Am I really gonna do this for a living? But I didn't want people to see that every time I feel like being real and authentic, and I'm saying this raw feelings, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped showing feelings, because I learned how to not feel as much, because I stopped saying words, because people just mistreated you in a way where like you're just an actor. And I quit many times because mainly it's financials, but second is just, yeah, you have made these awards and all that, but so what? Like, are you gonna make money out of it? But people don't understand it's a build up. Once people see that you have achieved something, people will trust you that you can do something better, and you can be in a situation where now this year, thanks to God, I can say that I started to make money, and I chose this one really good way too, right? Don't choose your job just because you're broke. Choose the path that are connected to your dream, that you can work for, and you can still earn money out of it, because when you're working for something that you like, it will make you feel that everything is just going with the flow, and you feel fulfilled and happy, more than to sticking to a job that you don't feel happy about. Yes, it's giving you a lot of money, but at the same time, are you actually working on the connection between your dream and that job, right?
Right.
If you're gonna find a job that will give you money and be able to provide for you, you need to find a job that's connected through what you're trying to achieve. So that way you still feel happy, because it's going towards where your dream is. So never quit, never stop. Keep on moving. People will hurt you. People will destroy you. People will clown you. People will make fun of you. Your friends, your family, whoever it is. But work on silence. Don't tell people what you're about to be doing, because sometimes it can actually ruin like that moment, because no one's really gonna believe you once you actually show that you have achieved something. People are drawn to a result. They don't care about your progress. They don't care about your struggle. You know what matters? It's the only people who were there with you when you're struggling and you're in your progress, and people who believe in you.
Right. Right.
You should be focusing with those people, because when you talk to those people, they will only keep on fueling your fire to achieve where you want to be at, because you don't want to be around with friends and families, or your love, or you're in a relationship that will never support your dream.
Right.
And here's the thing, people will only support your dream when they actually go through the same thing what you're doing. If you try to explain to them that yes, you're not making money yet, but you will make it big one day, and you will make good money. And once your relationship, or your family, or some of your brother or sister, but mainly your relationship, or who you with, went through the same thing that you're going through, now they will appreciate more, and they will understand how much you struggle, and how much doubt, and how much lonely, and how much alone you feel at that moment. And now, if they go through the same thing that path that you did, then they will finally understand why you are strong, and why you are so driven about your career. When they're trying to put their shoes into your shoes.
Yeah.
People don't appreciate what they don't see. They only appreciate what the result is, which is you cannot really blame them, because when you watch a movie, you only watch what's good or bad, and your critics what's bad. But do you even understand how much put in effort, or blood, sweat, and tears of people who had struggled, or even hurt, or even die in this film, in order for you to judge them so badly like that? But if you're in an industry, you will appreciate more, and you will appreciate people more and how hard they work. And you cannot really judge people by what you see or something you don't see. It's actually more harder and more deeper than that.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, my last few questions for your legacy, right? Your legacy. So, if this interview lives forever, right? What do you want attached to your name?
Legacy. I just want to be remembered as someone who showed that anything is possible as long as you try and you believe, and that I want to be able to pass that around to people, my family, on generation by generation, that no matter how much struggle you feel and you don't feel like it's gonna work, the more you keep going, it will work. And I want it to be an example for that, because I went through so many things in order for me to really just get to where I want to be, and dreams do come true. You might just dream about it, but the right people will lead you into the path where it's gonna happen no matter what. And no matter what happens, you must keep on trying and trying. And here's the thing, people do come and go. And once you learn how to know that people do come and go, you're gonna feel that wise and be more stronger than who you are. And that sometimes we always try to save people that we cannot save, no matter how much we try. They can only see that within themselves. And sometimes even like when you take out one of your foot, here's the thing I learned from the monk. Like when you take out one of your foot to somebody who don't want to feel like they need you, or how much more you try and you take out one of your foot, they will find that to somebody else or within themselves when you're gone and you're not there anymore. Sometimes it needs to happen because, like I said, being comfortable is a bad thing. You must be uncomfortable to the point where like you must keep on building your legacy to show that everything is possible as long as you try. And that the people that inspired you, which is for me right now, is Lisa again, will make you feel that you will leave a legacy just like how they leave legacy. That you just must keep going and believe on your dream and keep on going and just focus, man. Take away all the distraction. Just love yourself, and the only person that can understand and you can control is your emotion. And that always be with God and keep on living. There's many more beautiful places out there to travel, and live life to the fullest. And you're not alone. And I want to be that person to always like making sure to tell you here that I'm always here, even though I'm not gonna be here anymore. We never know. Let me be an example, and to give that art and that passion, and that I've done things to show that it's possible because I tried.